All right, we're back. This is the third show for It's That Easy because that's how easy it is to pick these games. We're going to show you what we did. It wasn't an easy weekend for us, but it'll get easier. And then by the time you know it, you'll be making a lot of pesos like that guy, Big Dean back there. Big Money Dean. We're going to call you Big Peso Dean, I think. So, yeah.
See,
All right, so let's start with man, I was so heartbroken, but we're gonna start with Texas, Florida. That was such a bad game. I feel like we weren't even prepared for it. I thought for sure Texas would cover that 5.5 points, and they did not. And then, but we did cover the over, which that's because Florida put a beat down on us. I thought Texas would be scoring all those points. They did not. Um, the only hope I had was Texas would score the very end, put us into overtime, and then we win in overtime. But
yeah, that was embarrassing.
yeah. Yeah, so a loss and a win there. Uh then we go to Vandy in Alabama. What'd you think about that game?
Vandy came out, scored the first touchdown. I said, "Uh-oh, gonna look like last year." And then Bama looked pretty good. And then Vandy, though, I mean, Vandy hung in there tough. And then a couple of turnovers in the red zone. I mean, a
Yeah,
couple of turnovers inside the 10.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
that changed everything.
Yeah, so we had Vandy covering. If they score even one of those, right, they probably cover. And then
Yeah.
we all agree that the Alabama coach is on the take with all the alum, probably because they scored with 17 seconds left in the game. They were
Yeah.
already 9 points ahead and they scored to cover. Yeah, that's pretty shitty. But the bad part
Yeah.
is they didn't even hit the over either, so because Vandy stopped scoring they scored in the first two quarters and that was it. So
I mean, lot of respect for DeBoer for trying to keep his job and appease the alums. I mean,
well, that's where all the money comes from for all these players. So yeah, he's got to.
yeah, you got to dance with the one who brought you, right? So
That's right.
yeah, I don't know if she's writing that check. You better cover that spread, DeBoer. But that was crappy. I thought Vandy had lots of opportunities actually to win that game.
They did. They did. Early on they did. And then they
Yeah,
got away
and
from it. Yeah.
that was the last leg of my parlay with a few seconds left in the game. I was already counting that money. Pesos, baby.
That's right. That's right. It's going to be in pesos now.
Yeah.
So, Miami at Florida State. I thought that was actually one of the easier ones. I thought it was going to be easy, like the Texas Florida game, to pick because Miami's defense was good, and I thought Florida
Right.
State's offense would struggle, which they did until they scored 19 points in the fourth quarter. So this
That
was
was
a
terrible.
blowout, easy under the 54.5 points, and it only got close. They got to 50 points only because they gave up 19 points in the fourth quarter, and they were kind of like trash points. But you saw like we won both of those, so I actually won that parlay, taking the points and the over. Oh, sorry, the under on that one.
Yeah, Miami got a little bit lazy in that fourth quarter.
They did.
Um, some holding penalties, some shitty coaching. They got a little bit too conservative, just trying to kill clock, and they let FSU make it look like it was a real game.
They did. They kicked an onside kick at the very end because they were within what 6 points of the game. So,
Right.
but that yeah, I thought that was a pretty good pick. And they're saying Miami's like probably the number one team in the nation, or right up there with Ohio State. So who knows? That those might actually be good picks. I might have to look at that next one. I didn't pick them for next week, but I might have to look at Miami playing next week.
It's hard for me to root for Miami. I mean, going back
Yeah,
to the Jimmy Johnson days when they recruited from the parole officers,
that's right.
they've always had more felons than any other team.
Hey, and
Nah,
that's how they won. Catholics versus convicts there, and
that's
they
right.
won. So
Yeah,
that's how
yeah,
you win it.
yeah. I can remember watching them play Texas at the Cotton Bowl that year. We
Oh, that
went.
was embarrassing. Yeah, they
That was
destroyed.
horrible,
Yeah,
man. But
yeah,
watching the players, they couldn't get next to the kids' school bus, and their
yeah.
ankle monitors are going off. And yeah,
That's old-fashioned Miami school,
yeah,
Miami football right there,
bunch of
man.
drunk cheerleaders on the sideline. I mean, looked like something out of the Water Boy.
Let's go to this. Okay, Texas Tech U of H. Let me tell you what was upsetting about this one. So we picked the 11 and a half points, which was good because Texas Tech is good. I knew their defense was pretty good, but they were really good because they held U of H. If U of H even does one more touchdown. Well, yeah, one more touchdown would have put us over, and they
Yeah.
couldn't even do that. And Texas Tech, so they scored. Hold on, I have it here because they scored all their points. They only scored 10 points. They had 26 points total in the first half. I thought they can need 15 more points, 16 more
Oh
points,
yeah.
easy. They scored 10 total points in the second half.
Now, yeah,
And
they shut
Texas Tech
down.
stopped. Yeah, they stopped trying to score. And yeah, this was so disappointing. I saw them make it to inside the 20 and they would kick field goals. And I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
kind
we're not going to
kind of
make
like we talked
this.
about before. Texas Tech's defensive coordinator was U of H's
Oh,
coordinator
that's right.
last year.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, he had their number.
He did. He did. And the other thing is Texas Tech has a guy on the defense named Rodriguez at the end. That's how I knew they were going to win.
Is
Yeah,
he a
some big
cheerleader?
dogs right there.
That's that guy that walks
He's
and
the
swings.
best cheerleader. He's the best cheerleader there. Let's tell you that
He
much. So
walks and he
yeah.
swings his hips. I saw him on the sideline, had his head bobbing. I was like, no shit, Rodriguez.
Oh man, yeah, that's exactly what we thought. Okay,
Rodriguez,
last
he
one.
spells it with a Q.
Last game, Mississippi State at A&M. I thought Mississippi State would keep this close. They did. A&M thought otherwise, and A&M's defense is pretty good. Well, I think they're like the number 6 team in the nation, and so yeah, they put a beat down on those guys, and they can't score a whole lot of points, so they got lucky to score at the end there.
Yeah,
But they didn't even go over, so that was like a bust the whole game.
yeah,
They did have all black uniforms, and so did their
yep,
cheerleaders, or
yeah, it's true.
whatever those dudes are called. They had all black uniforms as well.
Yeah,
So.
more Qs. Yeah, for sure. Bunch of Rodriguez is running around.
Oh man, so
What's up with all these male cheerleaders now?
I know, yeah,
Ought
yeah.
to be a law against that.
Hey, so that put our picks this week for 4 wins, 6 losses, which puts overall at 14 wins, 14 losses. So
Ah,
if you bet on 28 times, I think you're at net zero right now. So we're not in negative. We don't owe money, but we didn't make any money either. So all right, so these are the games we're going to look at for next week. We got A&M going to Florida, Auburn at Georgia, Alabama to Missouri. My favorite, the Red River Shootout, OU and Texas, and then Tennessee to Arkansas. Any of these stand out to you here? And I know we had talked earlier about BYU, so maybe we add another one in there, but anything stand out in any of these?
I think the Aggie Florida game is going to be interesting. I think the Auburn Georgia game is going to be interesting, and the Tennessee Arkansas game. I think it's
That's a lot
those
of
are
points
going.
for Tennessee, Arkansas. Look at that, 68 and a half points.
And you're not
That's a lot of
kidding.
points. Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't, whew, yeah, it's a lot. And
yeah,
Look at that, Texas is favored 1.5 points.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know
I don't know
why.
how. I mean,
Yeah,
the Oklahoma quarterbacks, I think he's out, so I don't know. Maybe that's going to be it. Or maybe Arch shows up. Maybe this is the breakout game that Arch is looking for, other than the Sam Houston State game.
I don't think the Aggies let Florida run like
Oh, yeah.
Texas
No.
let them run on them.
Yeah. No, Aggies defense
Um,
is better, or at least
yeah,
they've played that way the last couple games. I think that 7.5 is kind of high, and that 46.5 points. I bet you. I don't know why, but I think A&M's been doing the under on all their games recently, and I would probably bet
yeah.
the under on that one too.
It's well at home, the Aggies don't
Oh,
give up
true. Yeah,
anything,
yeah.
but I don't
Well, I
know.
guess we'll see on the road.
Yeah,
Georgia. Okay, I didn't realize Missouri was that good because Alabama 11.5 point favorites over Vandy, 2.5 point favorites here at Missouri. So I guess they're a pretty good team. We'll have to do some research on that one.
definitely.
But all right. So yeah, these are the picks. Um, yeah. So like and subscribe. I forgot to mention that time. Like and subscribe to the video. Leave comments if you want to put some scores that you think will be coming up. We'll talk about those as well. So other than that, unless you got anything left, Dean, we'll call it a night, man.
That's all I got.
All right. Take it easy.
Good night.
Bye.